Good morning, friends. Stephen Benoon here with Israeli News Live, and I want to just bring to your attention a video I did on Patreon a couple of weeks ago. I talked to you about Trump coming back into power, or the possibility that he come back into power. And one of the things that I mentioned in that video at that time is that there would surface some issues there that would cause some embarrassment to the Biden administration. But as I mentioned also, these are all just, what would you call it? It's the red herring in the room, so to speak. It's not really true. I mean, it's not to say it's not true about the new things that have come out on Biden, or that we had told you that that was going to happen, and now it is. It's coming out now. There's a bribery, $10 million bribery charge being alleged against him and his son. And but these are just things that they do in order to shuffle things around, get you convinced that that's the best way to go, type of thing there. It's all a charade. It's all an act. It's all a play to begin with. I'd mentioned to you back when Trump went out of office that I felt like he would come back in eventually, because they're going to try to capitalize on him and Netanyahu. And sure enough, Netanyahu came back in power, and it's always seemed like kind of like a long shot, but you know, because they're doing everything they can to keep him from getting into power. But that's only giving him more momentum as we move forward. But what I do find interesting, and I think we should take note of this, Netanyahu and his coalition, as my wife pointed out in the video she did last night, his coalition, his right-wing, hardline coalition, has won their first victory. And as Ben Gvir is already saying, it's one of many more to come. Times of Israel reporting that this morning. One of many more victories to come of overturning in their legislative reforms. And they're going to change this from a democracy to a theocracy. It's part of the New World Order agenda. And at the same time, as you can see, the people protesting, not wanting to lose their freedoms in Israel, Israelis, everyday Israelis have taken to the streets. More than 50% of the Israeli population is out there protesting what's happening. All right? They're going to create a civil war in that nation to bring all this about. But isn't it interesting? Now we have Trump pushing to come back into power. We see this evidence coming up against Hunter Biden and Joe Biden taking $10 million in bribes, allegedly. And so at the same time, then Trump comes out, CNN does a report playing Trump's own quote about if he were to go to prison, what would that mean? And now Trump doesn't say the people will rise up, but he talks about, he says 150 million people that wouldn't like that very well if he were to end up in jail. So again, it's setting the nation up for civil unrest in this nation. And I find it interesting, especially with Israel and the turmoil they're in, and now they're going to put America in the turmoil that they are in. And the odd thing is, you've got the hardcore, unfortunately, the Christian, it's not all Christians by no means, but you definitely got a very Zionistic Christian movement that is both backing the Israeli government and destroying democracy in Israel, and you've got them backing Trump, that's going to bring this nation also to possible civil unrest in the nation. So I want to think about these things as we move forward, because none of this is good. I mean, if you think about it, those that are supporting Israel and saying, it's a great thing that they're going to, that these reforms are being done, it takes away the power of the liberal Supreme Court in Israel. Well, just remember, no, what they're doing is, as Yana brought out in her video last night, Menachem Schneerson, the Rebbe of the Chabad organization, basically, I think it was at one point, said that they would give the keys, that Netanyahu would be the one that would give the keys to the Mashiach, the Messiah. All right, well, you must not believe then that Jesus Christ was the Messiah if you're supporting Netanyahu's regime, because he's not going to give any keys to Jesus Christ. He's going to give them to the Antichrist. So let's face it, this theocracy, this royal priesthood, or this royal government that they want to set up, the Ben David government, is not going to be the true government. It's not going to be Jesus Christ and his kingdom, which is within you, as Jana's Twitter page, by the way, and that's also in the description of that video that she did last, and I also posted it on our own Twitter page there. She's got her own Twitter page now. You might want to go check that out and sign up, because she does a lot of exclusive content there, as well as on her Odyssey channel, Odyssey Israeli News Live there. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share some of these things with you, because it's not looking good at all, friends. And we truly have gotten, coming back to the part about the kingdom within you. That was the reason I've mentioned that, is that's Jana's banner on her Twitter page. I like that. You know, she stands for the kingdom within you. As Jesus says, the kingdom of God is not, you know, with this pomp and fare and everything. It's within you. And yet everybody is so excited about building the kingdom of Israel in the Middle East. That's not it. It's not it, friends. I mean, you've missed the whole gospel message, if that's what you believe it is. Stephen Benin with Israeli News Live. Listen, we thank you for your support of this broadcast. Our website was down, IsraeliNewsLive.org, so if you're trying to donate online, it's already back up and running. We do appreciate tremendously your support, and we want to say God bless you. And by the way, I'm going to start doing teachings twice a week now, so I will be working on that for a Wednesday night type of meeting there, because I just feel passionate that it's a late hour. I don't want to be traditionalist in the sense of the way a lot of churches do, but the point is, we're in a late hour and we need to get ready. God bless.